guys. I'm David Wachsman, CEO of Wachsman, which is the largest public relations agency for blockchain in the world. We've got about 56 employees between New York and Dublin, and I recently announced we're hiring about 50 more, so if anyone wants a job, please let me know. We're going to be expanding to Zug and Singapore and other places afterwards. So I'm here to talk about ICO best practices, the best way to run an ICO. So who here, please raise your hand if you're either going to run an ICO or you're currently doing one right now. Please raise your hand. Okay, it's actually a much lower percentage of the various conferences I go to, which is great. My advice to you is don't. Don't do an ICO. Most of you are totally unprepared and ill-equipped to do this. It is much harder, more hazardous, and replete with challenges than you could possibly anticipate. I say this having been responsible for the communications of between 30 and 50 ICOs. As I say, we've completed more than 30, and we've currently are working on more than 25 more at this point in time. And we turn down between 5 and 30 projects every single day. And I spend most of my time diligencing. And so I kind of wanted to ask you guys and tell you some of the types of questions and concerns that I have when I'm looking at these things. Because at the end of the day, as a public relations man, my job is to sell a story and tell reporters, who are the most cynical people on earth, why it is that a new story is interesting, why they should be convinced that perhaps a company has the ability to pull something off that is revolutionary, which is one of the words I really despise. So first things first, if you are planning to do an ICO and you don't have lawyers, there's the door. Are your lawyers experienced? I really hope so, because right now, no matter where you're domiciling, which is another topic of conversation, there is a lot of gray area. And so I hope you have great lawyers, and if you don't have the funding for that, again, go back to the drawing board. If you do not have any technology, and yet you are planning to sell technology, that's a problem. Please build something before you do an ICO. I think everyone, every regulator, every attorney, and all of your customers one day are going to really appreciate that. So build tech, find really great talent, and have a plan in place. So please understand what's newsworthy. And I say newsworthy because people are looking for you, if you are going to do a token sale, to have something that's newsworthy, something new. You need to be premiering technology, but tech itself is rarely newsworthy. There has to be some sort of hook. So have commercial partnerships planned. Find people who are actually going to be using your token, because if you're selling a utility token, security tokens are a whole different can of worms. If you're selling a utility token, what you're selling is a pre-sale of a product or service. That's what you're selling, not an investor dream. Oh yeah, so if you have anything like expected returns on investment in your white paper, again, there's the door. You're selling a product or service. So please have customers lined up, customers who are committed to buying and using your token. If you can't seem to manufacture one, if you think you'll simply be able to find that during the process of an ICO, you won't. I've been here and done that before. So again, hire lawyers. Get tech, build. Find people who are actually going to use your product. And then if you have those three things, feel free to come to me or any other professionals in the space, and we'd be happy to do your ICO. Thanks, everyone.